Hello, Quadco. We are live, and we have Warren in the background. Hey,
Press-noting frames.
He's press-noting frames. Hello, Quad Racer.
Quadco.
We are live, and we have welcome to Quadco. Weekly draw. Warren's gonna slide in there. How is everyone? Enjoying a bit of banter in the chat room. It seems a bit different. Warren's going to talk to you guys today. Normally I don't want to talk to you, so today I just felt like talking to you. You're lucky. Hey, where's my sticker? I used to have a Quad Racer sticker on my hat. I don't know where it's gone. So I better put a new one on there. I used to have a new sticker on my hat. On my thing there. I don't know where it's gone. So what do you reckon of that new? I better put a new one on sticker. I used to have a new sticker on my hat. Well, it's all Quad Racer stuff. We've just got new sticker packs, so I'm taking advantage of one. Well, it's all Quad Racer stuff. Bad echoing. Okay. Sticker packs. Okay. Is that better? I do not, Mooney. No, I did. I don't know why I did that. I normally don't do that. I hate having Mooney in here because he's such an OBS pro. Well, he's so good at OBS that it's just like I just feel embarrassed every time I try to live stream with him nearby. We don't all have stream decks, Mooney, alright? We don't all know how to turn off the desktop audio. God, it's hard. It's hard, you know? So, I learned something very interesting today. Warren told me something pretty cool about Beta 4 and ESC. So,
yes. I've been beating my head over my quad for the past few days, trying to get the tune right on Beta 4. And after much mucking around and everything like that, I found that you really need to have updated all your ESC firmware to the latest, and that means with BL Heli Suite, make sure you've got the latest BL Heli Suite up. If it's not the latest, it won't show you the latest firmware and everything like that, but the difference between having it updated is huge, absolutely huge. It smooths it right out, because Betaflight 4 was actually developed with the new code for BL Heli.
oh shit, KFCC.
And KFCC. So I would highly suggest anyone's having hassles with Betaflight 4 getting it smooth and everything like that to update your ESC firmware. I went and tested it out today, and the quad's never flown as good as it has. So yeah, just a little bit of a tip there if you're having a hassle, but it's actually everything fell into place within the first 5 minutes of fiddling around. So try that out, guys. So there you go. John's got the KFCs, making me jealous now. Anyway. So what else is in news this week? We've just had the release of the Apex Impulse, which is interesting. It's been a long-awaited development, really.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about it?
Oh, I don't mind the look of it. It seems like it's along the same lines, just heading a bit more towards the Johnny FPV frame in my eyes. It looks all right.
Yeah, I mean, everyone seems to be slimming down, streamlining. I don't know. The frames are such a personal choice. It's you know, it looks good. It looks like they've put a lot of thought into a lot of different things. They've you know, they're very much stuck to what they're good at and what their style is in terms of frames, and you expect, it's what you expect from Impulse. It's clean, it's sharp, it's within their sort of design ethos, and I think you know, for what they do, they've hit the nail on the head. So you know, only time will tell how it actually stacks up, but that's the same true of all frames.
That's right. And of course, Quad Racer's released the frames this week too, so it's a big week in the freestyle area. So there's more choice, but all, as some people might have seen in the Eastside chat, you know, all Australian frames kicking ass. So you know, you've got the JS1 Impulse, awesome. And you've got their new freestyle frame, and then same with Quad Racer, we've got the God Mode, the Nimbus, and the 2 new Enzos.
Yeah, and
So
other than
this
us,
choice is beautiful.
Other than us and Banshee, I'm not sure how many other Australian frame companies there are. Half Drones, I don't know. Do you guys know of any other Australian companies? Like, I think they're few and far between these days. I don't know. I can't think of any others.
They're mine. Quad Racer with Impulse, and you've got quality there all the way. So, you know.
It'd be
If you
good to
can't-
see some more though. I'd like to
would.
see some more.
But if you can't find something within those 2 companies that suits your flying style or, you know, your
Yeah.
tastes when it comes to builds and everything like that, then there's something
Yeah.
wrong with it.
Yeah,
Really. And both quality carbon and everything like that, so, you know.
Yeah, so other than that, I think not much else has happened. There's probably a bit of
TVS Fusion, that was
TVS
got
Fusion
put off for a
today.
couple of weeks.
And there's probably a bit of feedback starting to come out about DJIs and
Yeah.
what are the problems we're seeing with DJIs? Because I know there's some problems in the...
Well, I think I said last week that there was that we were saying goodbye to race 6, but it's R5 actually that is the issue.
R5.
Yeah, R5. So when you first boot up, the transmitter will automatically transmit on R5 until it is received by the goggle and then sent back, and then it will change to the goggle channel.
Oh, right.
Every time it's R5.
R5, okay.
Also, there's some testing done by Tommy, ex-Rotorite crew,
Yep,
about what happens when you're flying with a standard quad.
yep.
And they found that they were having fail-safes on the DJI about 15 metres away
Yeah,
when they powered up.
Gee, that's not ideal, is it?
So, yeah, there's some issues when it comes to them flying with standard analog stuff. And I know Bruce has started to mention, Bruce from RC Reviews started to mention a few things about how many we can have in the air of the DJI system, because that's really undisclosed yet. So there's some good testing going on. But as Bruce said, who is very picky on everything, he said they got it so close to right.
Yeah.
And really...
Pretty
and
damn
then-
good for a first shot at it.
And also Trappy said in his last stream was saying, sort of giving a bit of the lowdown of the money that got put into it. And DJI actually designed and had built a brand new chip. Just for it, right? And I think he spread out the costs involved in designing and producing a chip.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? You really...
But they'll use that. They'll use that on their other
That's
stuff.
right,
So
yeah.
for them, it's they use the FPV stuff as probably, you know, I guess the challenge with FPV is so, the latency and stuff is so important that I guess for them to take FPV and go, well, if we can do this, then imagine the impact on the rest of our business. So for them, it makes sense that, you know, they're saying that they're trying to invest in FPV, but I think really what they're doing is they're saying, if we can get over the hurdle of FPV, then we're setting our business up for the future. And really, I think for them, it's more of a long-term strategy that is about that and less about FPV. I think they know well enough that they can make idiots by almost anything they make, and they can change the colour and call it a V2, and the idiot will then go and buy the new V2. That's costing them $200 to make, and they're selling for $1,500. Like, they've got that market down, and so I think in order to sort of secure it for the future, they've just decided to take on the FPV challenge as a means of forcing real high spec R&D. So I don't know if it's really genuine from them. I'd like it to be, but I'm skeptical.
Well, as Trappy said, he said, look, they've invested all this money in it, and they've got more at disposal than any other company.
Absolutely.
He said you could put together the rest of the FPV industry.
Absolutely.
And we still
Wouldn't
wouldn't
even
have
scratch the surface.
what the development was on it.
Yeah.
And he said, and it's only so good.
Yeah.
So wait a year or two,
Yeah.
and we'll be in that digital heaven. But
Yeah.
he said currently, he goes, trust it, and I do trust Trappy on some of these things. He wasn't knocking the system. He was just saying it's not quite there yet, the technology, and it isn't. You know, so it will catch up because they've proved you can do it.
Yeah.
You just need to iron out some of those problems.
And Fat Shark's delayed.
Yes.
What a surprise.
We kind of knew that, didn't we? I think it was
Yeah.
a bit of a knee-jerk reaction that they said, oh, we've got a system too.
Yeah.
You know, so, but the Fat Shark system is actually it's it's 3 companies doing it. It's not just Fat Shark.
It's Foxyear and someone else.
Brain, is it? Brain?
Is it Brain?
It might be Brain. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me think TBS is involved somewhere along the way because them and Brain are real close.
Well, that's how I think the information came out. So it's actually 3 companies, which actually mentioned Trappy again. He talked about in his last live stream, which he really encouraged and said it was fantastic. 3 companies can come together to produce that.
It is great
because that's the only way it's going to work.
Absolutely, it has to be. It has to be like a. It can't be this unilateral approach. You know, especially the other concern with DJI is their incredibly closed ecosystem and their complete cooperation with government to track and suppress, and you know, they've got this whole ecosystem. It's like Apple. Where they're not really, that's not really what FPV is about. FPV is about creating a standard, embracing a standard, and then everyone competing on the same standard. So it's kind of, I don't know if you know, that's a problem for DJI in terms of, you know, hitting up the FPV community, but really the money's not there for them. That's just not what them. To me, it's an R&D decision more than it is an actual profit decision. So
they're getting free testing through all of us.
Absolutely. They're getting free feedback. This is Harriet. Harriet's a dog.
Major participation in Quadco in the company, aren't you?
So we're actually, I guess we could probably do the draw now.
Yeah. Crapped on enough.
Yeah, we've crapped on enough, exactly. So let's get the draw done. So where are we at? There we are.
So yeah, we've got 5 SpeedX ESCs to go this week.
Now they're either the 30 amp or the 35 amp. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what you win. You did just rock up like a Greg, and and now you just like turn up and go, okay, where's my money? Yeah, we know what you're like, Dan. We know what you're like.
Yeah.
I heard you were aggressively gregging the other day at MMRC. We heard all about it. Okay, so Dan, you've been penalised. You're too tall.
Yes, we're penalised you.
Diana, you've been penalised because you won within 3 draws. And James Jenkins, you won some 2600 kV motors, so you have been penalised also. Remind me to ship those tonight. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and draw this. 5 SpeedX individual ESCs. Here we go. Oh my god!
And if you're running Betaflight 4, update them, because they're the ones that I updated.
Update them. Peter Gordon, another new winner.
Excellent.
I'm really a fan of this new randomisation algorithm. I think we're getting some good variants. So thankfully the toll penalty on Dan worked.
That's right.
He didn't win.
Yep.
You're not going to reach the bouquet first this time, Dan. You must be so annoying at weddings, just reaching over all the women and just grabbing the bouquet and being like, ha ha ha, I don't even like people. Anyway, that's Dan. That's what Dan's like, for anyone who doesn't know Dan. It needs more bugs. Yeah, it needs more photos. I have to make it so I can update the photo for what you're winning. It takes time. I can't be fucked. Alright, let me write that down. Peter Gordon.
Peter Gordon.
Peter Gordon.
And everyone excited for a bit of racing this weekend at Eastside. Qualifying on. Should be good. We get some good weather for once.
Yep.
Been battling the weather forever.
Great. I might even turn up. Maybe.
Jan wants a redraw. We can redraw and redraw, but you're not going to win, Dan.
Yeah, we can redraw. We'll just set everyone to 0 except Peter Gordon. And then it'll just say Peter Gordon, Peter Gordon, Peter Gordon. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks
for listening to our bullshit and contributing and having a chat. I really like chatting to you guys today. So, look, share it, spread the word, let people know what the deal is, get people to sign up. You know, we want to give away something big. Like we're just sort of like not there yet. We want to get bigger, and we want to draw something big. So, I would love to draw some like goggles or
Yes.
something. Like fuck, man.
Something to blow
Let's
people
draw some.
away.
Let's draw some DJI.
DJI
Let's draw some DJI air systems. No,
That won't be getting big excited.
maybe, but yeah, we want to do something big. So share the word. Let's get it out there. Supporters. JD has asked what supporters are. Supporters are people that pay $5, and in return they get 2 entries in every draw, and every 4th draw is a supporter only draw. So they're special people who get extra odds and pay extra money for those extra odds.
Supporter draw last week was a set of 5 motors.
Yes.
So
yes, it was.
it's worth being a supporter actually.
Yeah, so the supporter draw is usually a higher value item, and yeah, so for all the lower value items, the weeklies, they're sort of sub $50, and you just get you get a couple of draws, a couple of entries. You'll notice in the list here you can see that people who are paying $1 just get 100 entries, and people who pay 5 get 200. So yeah. You just get a little bit of a boost to your odds. Yeah, so that's what the supporter's all about.
Guy Matthews is commenting, his baby's hand smells like cheese. Are you sure that's the hand you smell?
Well, yeah.
That's not the hand.
My dog's feet actually smell like nachos.
No, I don't want to
No, smells like nacho cheese.
Maybe a little bit Dorito-like.
Yeah, well, it's a well-known thing with dogs that they cultivate a yeast in their toes which smells like nacho cheese.
Oh, really?
Which, you know, yeast makes all the good stuff, beer and cheese and yogurt.
And thrush.
But we call it Doritos.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's such a bad pun.
On that note, I reckon
Doritos.
we're end the stream because it's getting bad here. And I've got more frames to do. Say goodbye, Harriet.
Bye, Harriet. Thanks, guys.
See you later, guys.